Hi, my name is Abby with Craft Express. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to sublimate an 18-ounce frosted can-shaped glass using Craft Express Elite Pro Mug and Tumbler Press. We're going to go over the steps of measuring, designing, printing, and sublimating the tumbler. These are the materials you will need. You will need a tumbler press, an 18-ounce frosted can-shaped tumbler, a heat-resistant glove, tumbler cradle, this is optional, heat-resistant tape and tape dispenser, paper trimmer, and lint roller. You will also need a sublimation printer and Craft Express sublimation paper. Let's get started. We first will measure the circumference and height to get the width and height of the template that we will be creating. Take a measuring tape and measure around your tumbler. This will give you the width of your tumbler. Make sure that when you're placing it around, you are pulling it tightly to get the correct measurement. The circumference for a tumbler measures 9 1/4 or 9.5 inches. This will be the width of our template. Now let's go ahead and measure the height of our tumbler. Take your measuring tape or a ruler and measure from the top to the bottom before it curves on the bottom and before it curves on the top. Make sure you place it on the zero and stretch it out. This measures 4 3/4 or 4.75 inches. Now that we have the correct measurements for our template, we're going to head over to the design program to input these measurements to create our template and upload our image. For this process, we're going to head over to Canva to design our template, print, and sublimate. Now we're ready to create the template using Canva. To begin, we're going to head over to the right corner on the option that says Create a Design. Then, at the bottom, select the option Customize Size. On this section, you want to first change the option on the drop-down menu to inches. For the width, you will input 9.5 inches. And for the height, you will input 4.75. Select Create New Design. We have now created the template for our wrap. Now we can upload the design we wish to use. Go to the left side of your panel and select the option that says Uploads. Select Upload Files and choose the design that you would like to use. Select Open and wait until it has completely loaded. Now select the image that you will use and expand it to fit your template. Head over to Share, select Download, select the drop-down menu, and then select PDF Print. Go to the drop-down menu and select CMYK for professional printing. If you have the free version of Canva, just leave the RGB. Make sure that you have selected Save Download Settings and then hit Download. Title the design. And hit Save. Select your download, double-click to open, and head over to File, select Print, and on the very bottom you will see a question mark, PDF, and an arrow. Select the arrow and select the print manager for the printer that you are using. I'm using a Sawgrass SG500, so I will select Sawgrass Print Manager. Before we select this step, Make sure that your scale is to 100. So I'm going to select scale and type 100. This is the correct size for the cup that I'm using. Now we can go to the arrow and select Print Manager. For my printer, I can select the type of blank that I'm using and the quality. If your printer looks different, just make sure you select the highest quality available. For a sawgrass, I can select glass as a substrate. And on colors, I'm choosing Vivid. Now we're ready to print. Select Print option, and we have successfully printed our design using Craft Express sublimation paper. As you can tell, the colors are a little dull, but don't worry because after pressing, they will turn very vibrant. Now the following step is to remove all parts of the paper that are not from our design, so it's all these white areas. For this process, I'm going to be using Craft Express paper trimmer. We now have our wrap ready to go, but before we even sublimate it, we are going to prep our tumbler by removing our lid. Next, we are going to place it in our press and adjust the pressure. We want to make sure we have the right pressure when pressing our tumblers. So take your tumbler, slide it in your press before you turn it on, and close it to test the pressure. We want to make sure we have some tension, but not too much where our press is jumping when we're opening and closing it. To adjust the pressure, we turn the knobs to the right to close our barrel and to the left to open it up. It looks like we have the perfect pressure for our tumbler and we're ready to press it. So now we're going to take it out and turn on the press by pressing the button located on the side of the press. It's green, and we're going to adjust the time and temperature. We will be pressing at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 105 seconds for a total of 210 seconds. The next step before we sublimate is to clean our glass tumbler. Take the lint roller and roll it around your tumbler to remove any lint. This is an important step to prevent lint from sublimating onto our glass or tumbler that we're pressing. Now that we have cleaned our tumbler, we're ready to sublimate. We're going to take a wrap and wrap it around the tumbler. Make sure that you have it centered so it's not touching the curving edges of your tumbler, both on the top and on the bottom. Now we're ready to tape it. So I'm going to use our tumbler cradle and rest my tumbler on top of the tumbler cradle in order to tape it. Now this is where a tape dispenser and a tape comes in handy. Rotate your tape dispenser and take a piece of tape, and I like to place it right across and then make my way up and down to make a straight row of tape. We're now ready to sublimate our frosted can-shaped glass. Slide it in your press and close it with the tape facing up. We're going to press it at 375 degrees for 105 seconds. When the time is up, we are going to rotate our tumbler inside our press. Open your tumbler press, turn it around, and then close it up again. We're going to press it for 105 more seconds. When the time is up, remove the tumbler from your press, and we're ready to unwrap it and reveal our final project. Make sure you do this step while it's still hot. Wow, the colors look so vibrant, so beautiful. We are ready to cover it and place our straw. Look how vibrant this turns out. We hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. We'll see you next time.